Hey everybody, how's it going? Long time no see. I hope everybody's doing well. I wanted to do a review for you today of something slightly different, a solid cologne instead of a regular liquid cologne. I've kind of not really dabbled with solid cologne in the past, but I've tried fragrance oils. In fact, those were some of my first reviews on my channel. But I thought that it would be interesting today to do one for you. I picked up a Duke Cannon solid cologne. Here's what it looks like. It's called Buffalo Trace. It comes in a tin that looks just like an Altoids tin, and you pop it open, and there's wax inside, and that's the solid cologne. So Duke Cannon as a company, they've been around a little bit now. They've certainly grown, and they've become more popular. They're a men's. They started out as men's big soap. They made big bars of soap, and they kind of progressed to making deodorant and beard care and all sort, men's grooming products. They have like really cheeky funny humor, and they're kind of doing that kind of slightly like alpha male kind of marketing. Their marketing doesn't really appeal to me, but I have tried their products in the past just for the hell of it, and they're good. So even though the marketing doesn't really, I'm not interested in it. I do like their products. I've tried their soap. I've tried some of their beard care products, and they were very good. So, long story short, I wanted to give one of these a try. I've been wanting to for a while, of course, as a cologne enthusiast. So, solid cologne, it retails for $25. And I think price wise, that's actually pretty close to a solid cologne. Some I've seen some for 30, some for 20. They can get higher than that, of course. But I think that the price, it could be a little bit lower, but I'm okay with the price considering how long this lasts. And I'll actually just apply this cologne now. I just take two fingers and you rub about 3 times, and I just kind of rub it on my neck, a little bit behind my ears, and then the excess oil I just kind of rub on my wrists, and you're pretty much good to go. It's one of those things where you don't want to dig into the wax or anything. You don't want to do that. Just lightly rub like it's lip balm or something, and a little goes a long way with this stuff. So, okay, Buffalo Trace. Apparently, Buffalo Trace is a bourbon company, a bourbon distillery. I'm not really into that world, so I didn't know that. But they partner with them, I believe. And the scent, it lists this as being oak barrel. Now, I'll tell you, I'm going on tangents this whole video, but when I went to go purchase this, I thought, okay, well, there's a lot of good reviews for these solid colognes that they sell, but, I'm a cologne enthusiast, right? I'm a hobbyist, so I have smelled a lot, and I have maybe a higher standard, perhaps. Uh, Not to sound conceited, but you know what I mean. And this is just like a men's grooming company that just decided to branch out. So my thought was essentially, if I'm making sense, yeah, it's probably going to be okay, but it's going to be like generic, right? It's intended for a specific group of people that probably don't normally wear this kind of stuff and want to branch out. So it's probably going to smell like stuff I've smelled before, be very generic, but it might be okay. It might just be something fun to try. Well, honestly, I'm a bit surprised by this. Well, it's not like, oh my God, this is amazing. You know, Maybe I underestimated this. Perhaps it's made in the USA. It's very well made. This tin, everything, the presentation is very nice, nicer than I was expecting. It's just a very portable and good feeling thing to have in your hand. And the scent, honestly, while yes, I've smelled things similar to it before, there is a uniqueness here, and it does smell very high quality. So I'm impressed by this. And what's the scent? Now that we're 4 minutes in, you probably want to know. Well, I suspect this certainly does, though, smells like a dry down. Like I don't really get, and perhaps that's just the nature of solid cologne, which is fine, that I don't get like that bright opening and everything, because this happens in a different way due to the medium of oil versus alcohol. So really, this to me just smells like a dry down of a fragrance, which is normally what I feel like a lot of us are kind of just waiting for, right? And I get this oaky smell. So certainly calling it this, it says it smells like an oak barrel that was previously filled probably with Buffalo Trace, right? It really does smell like that. I get this really nice woody smell, and it's probably oak. Now I don't really have a lot of experience smelling oak, but it is a really nice woody scent. It's slightly sweet, and it's very earthy, and it's very almost smoky. There's almost like a smokiness in here. That I don't know what it is, but there is like a slight smokiness. I also get this kind of peppery kick, right? It smells like black pepper or something like that, and it's kind of underneath that oaky smell. And to me, that kind of makes it go, "Oh, I'm a cologne." You know, it takes it from being like a more of like a niche kind of thing. My hair is crazy, man. Niche kind of, I don't know, sort of artistic smell, and saying, "I'm a cologne. I'm a men's cologne." If that makes sense, it's that peppery. You smell it in a lot of men's fragrances. Now, I also do get ambroxan in this scent. I can definitely smell a hearty dose of that. And that's, of course, another ingredient where when ambroxan is used in men's colognes today, we often go, oh, yep, that's a cologne for sure. It smells like body wash or something like that, very men's smell. Um, but I think that ambroxan, I don't know, is just overused, or maybe people misunderstand it perhaps. I see a lot of like ambroxan bomb, people talk about that and stuff. I think that now people just associate ambroxan with like bad men's cologne, or that it's used improperly. But really, like I'm not going to pull it out right now, but I have pure ambroxan in a bottle, and it smells amazing. I mean, I don't smell that and go, ew, generic men's cologne. It smells amazing. It's woody and peppery, and it just has this amazing, like, musky quality to it. And I get that in here. So this definitely has ambroxan, but I have to tell you, it is blended beautifully, just wonderfully. I mean, there's not too much of it. It smells musky and peppery and woody, and it's mixed with this oak at the top. And there might be some patchouli in here. I do get like a very slight earthy kind of bite to it, but I could just be smelling things. Now, really, the magic of this, in my opinion, is not the dry down, because it really does smell like a dry down the whole way through, and it's certainly linear. Is there's a sweetness, and I was trying it's this isn't sweet at all, really. It's not that type of scent, although they do have sweet kind of scents. But this is like, I didn't really smell it until it lasted a little bit longer on my skin. And it was the sweetness that I was thinking, hey, is that vanilla? I smell, I think a touch of sweetness on a dry down can really tie a fragrance together without making it a sweet fragrance, just a little bit of something. But I don't think it was vanilla. And honestly, I think it's bourbon. I think that I'm smelling the sweet characteristics of bourbon. Like if you stuck your head into this barrel and you smelled all the oak and the smokiness and the mustiness, and then you smelled the remnants of the sweet kind of bourbon smell. And I think that's what it is. And I think it's very, very nice. But it's not boozy. So if this makes any sense, I don't want you to think this is a boozy scent. I did see people say it was, and I have to, if you trust me, it's not a boozy scent at all. It's not like you're going to be smelling bourbon constantly through this, but I'm smelling the sweet characteristics of bourbon. Like this, if I could put the sweet kind of aftertaste of bourbon into a scent, that's what this smells like. I think it's that without that sort of aldehydic kind of slight pungent quality that boozy scents can give you, right? They can give you that sort of alcohol smell kind of wafting in the background. That's not what I'm getting. I'm just getting a sweet bourbon smell. It's just it smells amazing, really. This is I'm going on a very long time talking about this, but I've been wearing it the past couple days. I'm just gonna put a little more on. Past couple days, and it's wonderful. So in terms of performance, I haven't really tried any other solid colognes, so I'm not sure what the benchmark is. But for this one, solid colognes, I'll tell you right now, of course, don't have alcohol in them, so they're not going to really project that much. So if you're someone that needs loud fragrances and you're after fragrances because of more of their performance, then I wouldn't really suggest this, or an oil, certainly. This performs as an oil would, where it sits rather close to your skin, but it tends to last a lot longer. And I find that to be true. I get a little scent blind to this. Like I'll put it on and I can smell it on myself. Like I'll put my coat on and get in the car and I can really smell it emanating around me. But I don't really think many other people can smell it unless they like sit right next to me. But you get to enjoy it. You know what I mean? And if someone gives you a hug or something, they're going to smell it. They'll definitely smell it. But it lasted all day. I did, after about, I'd say 3 hours, I went, oh, I don't think that's there anymore. But I think I either forgot about it or became scent blind. And then when I came home, like maybe 8, 9 hours after I applied this, I could still smell it on myself. So it lasts a pretty damn good time. I think it will last a work day. But, if you're worried, this is such a portable, cool little thing. You can just put it in your pocket, pull it out, boom, you're done. You don't have to spray it in the office or like screw anyone over. You don't have to do that. So that's good. But I do think the performance is good and the projection is just enough where you'll be able to smell it yourself and enjoy it, and others will have to kind of discover the scent rather than it announcing itself. So I'm really impressed with this. I mean, I think Duke Cannon's marketing is hokey and kind of stupid, but to each their own, of course. If you like it, that's fine. But I have to tell you, all of their products I've tried have been great. I also have two body washes from them, which I'll review for you. I wanted to get the body wash of this, but I just couldn't find it, but I'm sure it'd be a great companion to this. But I have Old Glory, which is like a pipe tobacco scent, and I have Bay Rum, which of course is a Bay Rum scent, and they both have solid colognes. So I would really like to get the solid colognes of those two, wear the body wash and the thing. I never really did that. I'd normally just wear soap, or use soap rather, but their body washes are very, very good. I am very impressed by them. They're way better than I thought they would be. It's not just a marketing thing. Their products they stand up on their own. They're all USA made, and they're made very well. There is a sense of quality when using them. It doesn't really feel like mass produced stuff. So I really like it. Sorry that this went on so long, but I haven't made a video in a while. I'm working in a different state right now, and I'm like back and forth. I'm actually on my day off, so I came back to the other state where I live. But I have a couple of those body washes to review for you, and I also have a new Happy Land Studio fragrance for you called Cripple Creek, which surprise came out like a couple days ago. So I have a bottle of that coming to review for you. Very excited to try that. Not exactly sure what it smells like, but I'm kind of just going to go blind for that one and do a first impression. So hopefully I'll be able to do a video out in the mountains and like a nice pretty view for you. I think that would be cool. So thanks for sticking in there with me. I hope this was useful. I honestly think this is great, solid cologne, and I highly recommend it. They have other scents. They have Old Glory, which is called Leaf and Leather for their solid. I absolutely suggest it if you like tobacco scents. And their Bay Rum scent is very nice as well. I suggest trying that. But definitely the Buffalo Trace Oak Barrel scent, I highly suggest that you try that. It smells excellent, and it's a cool new way for me to try cologne. And I actually kind of prefer it. It's a little less loud, and I'm never worried that I'm going to wear too much. So, yeah. All right. So I'll see you next time. Let me know what you're up to, and I hope everybody's good. Peace out.